grade you give to this? So you said earlier that you think this compares more with Factorio than Rimworld. Can you expand on that? Why do you feel it's similar to Factorio? Because, number one, I love watching Factorio. I love watching the conveyor belts. I love seeing how everything goes into each other. Secondly, there's one thing that you constantly try to check in Factorio, which is everything running at full efficiency? Do I bring enough ore in to keep all these machines running? Something like that happens here all the time. Like, okay, how many pumps do I need to get all the air, or rather all the gas that these two electrolyzers produce out of the room? Answer, 4. I only have 3. Why? We'll explain in a second. But then you look it up, right? Okay, electrolyzer produces 888 grams of oxygen and 112 grams of hydrogen per second, which is exactly 1 kilogram. A pump per second pumps half a kilogram. I have 3 here because I have the gas permeable tiles, and the rest of the extra additional pressure, I am imagining, is just being pushed through those tiles to the bottom anyway. So I think this is kind of alright. And the same happens down with the natural gas as well. How much is that producing? How much do we have left? Can we sustain 3 forever? No. Do we still do it? Yes, because there's so much natural gas from earlier still built up. That's number 2. Number 3, why it's similar to Factorio, would be it's just cool to climb the tech tree. I mean, here it's different, as in you research everything first, but you actually want... If I want to suddenly, I don't know, liquid tapidizers, marginally warms large bodies of liquid. Yeah, I have the tech, doesn't mean I want to use it. Getting to a point where you actually use it for something that you want to do is where it really feels like now you're climbing the tech tree in that regard, is what I want to say with that. And even more like that, here it's not about the tech that you unlock, but rather about you just constantly feeling like, alright, let's see if we can make this work. If we can make this work, if this would work. In Factorio it's a little bit more of a, okay, we need more, and how do we put it all together so it works fine. Like, for example, again, the electrolyzer here. Originally all I did was I put electrolyzers in my base, and then suddenly I had hydrogen all over the place. I was like, what? What's that weird pink stuff? Right? I didn't understand. Like, I didn't even read the tooltip. I was just like, okay, produces a steady supply of oxygen. Build. Right? And as you learn over time, through your own mistakes, through your own accidents that happen, and that happen in Factorio with maybe a little bit less of a threat to your own life, but more to a threat to the production line, you suddenly realize, okay, this is not happening because of this, which, because of that third thing and that fourth thing down there, originally worked but now doesn't work anymore. It feels very Factorio-like to me, is what I'm trying to say. And that was a way longer answer than I thought I would give you for that. But, yeah. And it's a big issue to manage different resources, gases, liquids, that's what Factorio... I think we agree on that, more or less. Cool, just because I don't know if I want to buy the game. It's a clay game. Why would you not buy a clay game?